Hey guys, this is a video of my Belief Tour experiences. I'm doing both of them in one video. So, my first Belief Tour experience was on January 26, 2013. And I had gotten tickets for a Christmas present, like, I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like, I was completely oblivious, like, psh. But, yeah, I got them for Christmas, and, I was like counting down the days because the next day for Christmas, because I got them from my aunt, she bought them for me, and so the next day, of course, the 26th of December, and so I walked up to her, I'm like, guess what? She's like, what? I'm like, 1 month, and I see Justin. Like, I was so excited, like, I was freaking out, because my aunt, the tickets we got, let's see, really good. Like, I'm not complaining about them at all. Like, nope. Because, like, here's the stage. This is the stage right here, like, you're facing it. There's a little catwalk thingy. My seats, like, right here. Here's the floor. Stage. Floor. Little section right here. I was, like, right here. So it was, like, really close. I'm not complaining at all. Like, so, we drove, well, that weekend, it was on a weekend. Yeah, pretty sure it was on a weekend. But I got out of school, pretty sure I had school that day. No, it was on a Saturday, pretty sure it was. That Friday night, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but Friday night, I was driven to, no, Saturday morning, got up, and I was driven to Orlando to meet up with my grandma, and my grandma got me, and from Orlando, we drove all the way down to Boca Raton, and from there, my aunt came home from work, got straight in the shower, changed, and then we got back in the car and drove about an hour and 45 to Miami. And so when we got there, sadly, as soon as, no joke, as soon as my aunt pulled in the parking spot, my phone died. I didn't have a charger. I wouldn't have anywhere to charge it. My phone died. I was so like, no. But we got there. We got there around, let's see, there were blood people in around 6. We got there about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So we got there early. My aunt's like, dude, let's go walk around and go get something to eat. So we were walking through a little plaza in Miami, and I hear screaming, and I'm like, I was freaking, because we were like a block or 2 away from the arena, and I was like, what? And then it died down, so I'm like, okay. As we were walking, we saw so many girls wearing Bieber shirts, and my aunt kept screaming, Bieber! And they would all freak out, and it was so cool. But I couldn't find anything to eat there, so we decided to just walk to the arena and get food there. And when we got there, I was walking around, I'm like, oh my god, so many believers in one spot. I made the biggest mistake, because you know in Never Should Never, the interviews they did with believers? Well, this guy was doing some with these girls, and my aunt's like, go get behind them, go get behind them. I'm like, no, they're doing an interview. I think I should have, because what if that interview is going to be in Believe? I mean, I could be like, walking through, but no. My smart stuff wasn't thinking. Anyways, we got into the merch line, and I was telling my aunt what I wanted, and I heard screaming, and I looked at her like, and she's like, go ahead. And so I took off running from like the merch line, and I went down and then around to the white fence, and come to figure out it was Cody. I like pushed through girls, I'm screaming Cody, and I got a hug from him. And then after he left, I was talking to a security guard, and he was saying that Carly Rae was sick, and so they had like Jaden and Willow going for her, I should say. And yeah, I was like, awesome, that's so cool. I was talking to a security guard, I'm like, do you see how crazy we're really, really dedicated to him? He's like, dedication is such, you guys like are really crazy when it comes to him. And I'm like, yeah. He said if he wasn't a security guard, he'd probably be like scared of us if he did anything wrong. But, anyways. Freaking ads. I want to listen to Justin. Anyways, so I walked down, like, farther in the fence and pushed my way through. And pushed my way through some girls. And I got up, like, really close to the fence. Like, here's the fence. And I was, like, there's some girls right here. I was about right here to the fence. That's not a good visual, but we waited there for a while and we got really bored and we ended up singing. It like went from us, like over here way over by the fence. We were singing, I think it was Never Let You Go. Pretty sure. Oh, One Less Lonely Girl. We sung both of those, but One Less Lonely Girl got from us way over here and then like went up the line of girls and up to the front of the buildings, like everyone outside was singing. And the security guys were just laughing at us. And then Jaden and Willow and Moises and Mateo Arias, yeah, they all came out and we were like, oh my god, freak out, oh my god. And we like were freaking out and saying hi to Jaden and Willow, or I was freaking out, the Blues were around me too. And it was so funny. They were back inside, we were waiting. And okay, so Nick, Justin's choreographer, was going around on his little scooter, like doing tricks and stuff. And everyone's like, oh my god, Justin, oh my god. And everyone was freaking out. And here's me and like two other girls, like everybody, no joke, everyone around us was freaking out that it was Justin. And me and three other girls were like, it's not Justin. They're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it is. And I'm like, no, smart one, that's Nick, his choreographer. And those other two girls were like, yeah. And they're like, oh. But anyways, we saw Kenny and Allison walk in, and I'm like, oh my god, freaking out. Patty was there. I screamed for her, and she would turn around and waved. But and then this car, like we were freaking out, man. Like, no. First of all, what happened was we were like, oh my god, when's Justin gonna be here? We were so bored of waiting, and the security lady, she goes, his bus is right behind you. So we're all like, we started freaking out, and there sure enough was his black bus, like just freaking huge, sitting right there. And we're like, oh my god, oh my god. And there's girls climbing on the fence, and she's like, they gotta get down before Justin can pull in. And we're all like, get down, get down. And like, they finally got down, and then she's like, there's still one more person up. We're like, no, there's not. And they're like, we were looking down the line, there was nobody up on the fence. And she goes, turn around, and there was this paparazzi dude. He was, because we were standing on railroad tracks. Dangerous. We were standing on railroad tracks, and the guy had climbed up on, like, the thing, ding, 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 and let's on the bar. Well, he was up there, and we're like, you need to get down so we can see Justin. And he laughed at us, and so we all took a step forward, like, with death glares, like, don't mess with us, we are believers, we're gonna kill you. And he's like, alright, give me a minute, and grabbed all his stuff and got down. And so Justin's bus pulls in, like, right next to us, like, right next to me, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, freaking out. And his bus parked, and nobody got out. We're like, what the heck, what the heck? And then this car pulled in front of us, like, on the inside of the gate right in front of us, and we're like, move, we gotta see Justin, screaming at this car. And a person got out, and nobody knew who it was, because they had a hoodie up, and how they got out, like, I could barely tell who it was. Nobody knew, like, who's that? But, me being an awesome believer I am, I noticed Ryan's backpack, you know, like the brown one with the black lettering. Yeah, I saw that because the guy was walking, and I'm like, oh, hey, Ryan. And he's like, oh, he stopped and took down his hood and waved. And I'm like, oh my god, score one for Brittany. Whoop, whoop. But, yeah, it was fun. And then everyone started freaking out over Ryan. I'm like, psh, fabulousness, I saw him first. And then Alfredo got off the bus and we flipped out, like, oh my god. And then Justin got off and they came over and walked towards the fence. We were freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. If you guys watched the, Believe trailer, the full one, there's a part where Justin's in all black. and he's by a white fence. I was there. Like, if you pause that part of the video, you said those signs. There's a big one like right here in front of the video and one corner in the back. I was like in between them, like in that general area right by the fence. So, whoop whoop. And so Justin comes over and says hi. We're freaking out. I mean, why? How could you not? It's Justin. You know, psh. And I was this close to touching him, but this girl grabs me and pulls me back and gets in front of me and grabs his arm and stuff. And I'm like, oh, psh. I was about to hit her, but you know, Justin was there, and I don't want to like, oopsie. But I did get to touch Fredo. Like, I touched his arm, and my hand went down his arm and grabbed his hand, and he pulled his hand away, and he probably thinks he's gonna get raped by us. Jesus. But they went inside, and we're like, oh my god, that just happened. And it was funny because before Justin got on the bus, off the bus, there's security guards, and he's like, when I point to you, you guys gotta scream. And so, like, he was doing with the dancers that were waiting out there, and so they pointed up there to, like, up towards, like, people are standing on, I don't know how they got up there, but they're up there. He pointed at them, and they screamed, and then he turned around and pointed at us, and we screamed, and then he kept doing it back and forth, and then he said, you guys say Justin, and you guys say Bieber. He pointed at us, we screamed Justin, and people up there screamed Bieber, and it was really fun. But, then after that, Justin went inside, Shane and I does, and I'm like, oh my god, that just happened, oh my god. And I ran and found my aunt, and I'm like, oh my god, I just saw Justin, I was so close to him. I was freaking out. She was like, alright, let's go, let people in. And so I'm like, oh my god, I was freaking out. So a lot of us got there really early, and so we're sitting there like in our seats, waiting, because the stage crew was still like setting up. And we got really bored, and we, like, no joke, the whole arena started singing You Smile to the stage people, and they were laughing so hard. We're like, you smile, I smile. And they were laughing and, like, just shaking their heads like, oh my god. And then we got so bored. The whole arena from, like, that side, because I was over on this side of the stage, I was on the left side of the stage, started on the right side of the stage, and we went on the whole arena where I did the wave and stuff. And then it, like, went down and started, like, spiral, and went to the back of the floor, and then up again. It was really fun. And, then we were waiting, and blah, 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 blah. And then, Scooter came out, and we're like, oh my god, Scooter! And he's like, alright, I need you guys to be quiet. And so we got really quiet, like, oh my god, what's happening? And he goes, alright, so, you guys know my friend John M. too. And we're like, oh my god, yes! He's like, director, Never Say Never. And he's like, he's around here somewhere. He's showing these movie cameras. He's they're gonna film this concert and tomorrow night, which is January 27th, concerts for Believe. And we're like, oh my god, freaking out. And, so he's like, so if Justin says jump, you jump. If Justin says scream, you scream. And remember, have a good time. And he's like, also, if you see your mom, your dad, your dentist, your teacher, tell them to get up, because they might be in a movie. And we're like, oh my god, Scooter, why would our dentist be here? Okay. And, it was really fun. We were freaking, and then he's like, alright, in a few minutes, Jaden Smith's gonna come out. And we're like, Jaden! Because, yeah. This is gonna be a long video, I'm sorry. But, so Jaden came out and we were dancing like, whoop, 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 whoop. And when he got off, he walked down. I followed, like, where he was walking. And I could see where, like, Scrappy was with all the technical stuff. And I'm like, I looked at my, I'm like, oh my god, Scrappy's down there. Oh my god. I was freaking out. And then Kenny came out, and we're like, oh my god, Kenny. And he's like, alright, you guys need to turn off stuff and whatever. And then Cody came out, and we're like, Cody, no, Cody. And so, it was really fun with him out there. And then, we waited forever, and then Countdown came on. We were freaking out. Like, that moment when it gets to 0, 0, 0, 0, and we're like, I was freaking out, no joke, oh my god. But, the concert was really fun, and, like, we were so loud. I loved As Long As You Love Me because what happened was, there's also videos of it, is when it got down to the end of As Long As You Love Me, when he's coming down on the riser, he's like, as long as you, and we're all like, la 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 la, like the whole music, it was so beautiful. I got video of it. But it was funny because after Believe, he was like, alright, bad news, my last song, good news, all this other stuff, and I'm like, the lights, like, he went out, he's like, bye guys, and we're like, what? No, 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 no. My aunt looks at me, she goes, it's not over. Because the lights were still off, like, it's not over. I was laughing at people who were leaving. I'm like, hey, 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 hey. And, oh no, I'm running out of time. But, I'll do 2 videos. And, so Ryan comes on the screen freaking out, he's yelling at us. We're like, what the heck, Ryan? We're loud enough. And he comes back out, he just comes out and sings Baby, and we're like, dee 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 dee. Yeah. And then he left for good, and we're like, oh my god, freaking out, crying. Yeah, it was really fun. My first Believe tour, like, it was everything I imagined. I wish I had gone to my world tour, but hey, I'm not complaining, Not complaining. It was really fun. It was the best time I ever had. Bye.